back to another Friday workout. Today we're going to be using our sandbag. I'm going to grab them right here. Put them in the forefront. Okay. So we got our sandbag. I got two different weights because the exercises I'm going to do, I'll probably need two different weights. So as you guys can see, Ultimate Sandbag, there's a couple different providers for sandbags, or producers I should say. Ultimate Sandbags is the one we normally use, or probably the majority of our sandbags that we have. Kind of, in my opinion, top of the line, great quality. I have one of these at home too, kind of similar, it looks like this one, it's actually this size. You probably, maybe once, but just one of the things with sandbags is that they always, the cheap ones, you get sand everywhere. It just happens. This one, they have like a double kind of ladder system where inside the bag to another bag to keep, and the way they keep the sand inside the inside bag is very efficient. So you never really get sand all over the place, unlike some other sandbags, in my opinion, or my experience, I should say. All right, so I'm dealing with some neck and wrist pain, so I'm not going to do any like plank movements today, just because it's going to aggravate my shoulder and my wrist. So I'm going to do demonstrate the exercise we're going to do. So a lot of upright ones, maybe even a single leg. So first one's going to be squat to press up. So here, grab the bag between your palms and forward. Actually, let's do this one. We'll have it here. This is a little bit more challenging. The weight of this bag is about 20 pounds, so I think I can hit this. Here, hands inside the outside handles, press out, stand up. Okay, squat to press out. We got 10 of these. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and do a lunge to overhead lift. This isn't going to aggravate my shoulder, I don't think, so we're going to try it right now. So we're going to go here. Reverse lunge, overhead lift. Yeah, that feels good. 5 each side. Okay, and then we're going to do our single leg hinge to row. I'm going to use a bigger bag for that. You can also obviously use a different bag, or a smaller bag if you have, maybe you only have one bag at your disposal. Here, I rip the handles out. I hit the hinge, pull to the chest, back. Alright, hinge, row, back. 5 of those each side. Okay, so we got a squat to press out 10, reverse lunge, overhead lift. I'm kind of using that chopping and lifting pattern, great for core. And then we do 5 of those each side, and then the single leg hinge to row, 5 each leg. Okay, but before we get into that, let's do a little dynamic warm up. Okay. I'm going to do my standing kind of hip circle to reverse lunge, 5 each side. So I'm going to be doing some lunging. Get my hips ready. I went for my walk today, about a 20-minute warm-up walk here in sunny Tampa, Florida. It wasn't quite 90 yet, so that was pretty nice. Whoop, sorry, I got to hit the reverse lunge. There you go. One more each side. Alright, cow twist stretch. Internally and externally rotating those shoulders. Turning that head. I really feel it. It's not as bad, starting to get a little looser, but the neck pain on this experience, it's more with flexing like this. Especially if I turn and try to flex there. Ooh, I feel it. And both sides actually feel it right there when I go that side too. So it's more chin to chest flexing here like this, okay? What did we just do? Oh, cow twist. A couple more. Turn your head to side, no problem. Flexing and extending that neck so it gets me, okay? I'm going to do standing boat pull. Actually, we'll do our forward lunge with reach, right? So I'll go forward lunge, reach, all right? 5 each side. Both thoracic rotation and reach, opening up that mid back. Okay, single leg hops. Both side to side. 10 each side. Remember, dynamic warm up, not only are you trying to maybe get a little muscle activation, stretching, mobilization of joints, but also get the body temperature up, the muscles literally warm, you know. All right, do my plank walk out, get my posterior chain, reach for the tootsies, walk out. This is probably the extent of my wrist kind of movement. I don't want to go out too far, just because, like I said, my wrist's a little wonky right now. But I go here, probably almost like a bad down dog, bad plank, even worse. This is the example of what not to do for a push-up position, all right? I'm trying to keep my shoulders actually in front of my wrist in front of my shoulders, I should say. I'm just really kind of doing it for that stretch, that posterior chain out. All right, let's do one more. All right, well, standing quad stretch, all right? So let's review. I'm going to do the squat to press out, but I'm going to have the bag, hold the back ends of the bag. All right, this really is challenging, especially for the weight. All right? Shoulders tight on that left side. So this squat to press out, my water's over here. I'm going to grab my water. All right, sorry about that. So squat to press up. All right? Here, I got my hands inside the outside handles, grabbing the bag. All right, let's hit the 10. Really got to have the chest working on that one. It really challenges the chest because this weight, I think we're about 20 pounds with this bag. All right, reverse lunge. Pull it over on this side. Drive up. Now the balance is optional, but I think it's a good challenge. My hands are in the same place, as you can say. I'm bringing that lift across my body. All right, switch sides. Adjust my grip a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, this right leg, not nearly as good as the left leg. Might have to start with it next time. Woo. All right. Now we're a little heavier bag. Like I said, we could probably keep our hands in position. I'll do that next round. This bag's a little heavier, probably about 20 more pounds, I would say. Hit that single leg hinge. Pull. I like ripping those handles out. All right, kind of stimulates the upper back or activates the upper back. I don't know if that was 3 or 4. Be on the side of caution. Do another one. Once again, this is my left leg. So this is going to be a good leg. Let's see how the right leg does. Some things I focus on when I do this movement. Drive my toe into the floor of the leg that's on the ground, right leg. Drive the heel of my leg that's off the ground, left heel, towards the ceiling. Grip the handles out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the bag right in front of the shin of the leg that is down. All right. Break. Oh, I should have filled my water up. I didn't fill it up. But, yeah, I like that single leg hinge with the sandbag. I'll try the smaller bag with my hands in the outside handles. Really challenges your grip because you're grabbing the bag, squeezing the bag. So that really works your grip. And I know we talked about it before during our live workouts, but grip strength is huge. I mean, the information that's coming out about the benefits of, or the association of grip strength to total body strength, is obviously being that more grip strength typically equals more total body strength. Now they're kind of just studies and surveys. People that have better grip strength typically have better total body strength. But it kind of is somewhat self-intuitive, I guess, or intuitive, I guess. You think about people that are working with their hands more, whether it be gardening or pulling things, or they're doing weightlifting, grabbing dumbbells, grabbing kettlebells, hanging, doing pull-ups, is going to usually mean the person is stronger overall. So it's kind of intuitive, but I think the idea of grip strength and workout routines is, unless you're within the industry and your job, like myself, is creating training programs, people don't think about it as much. We here, not only for longevity is it great, but we think about it a lot for golfers because grip strength is a huge portion of the golf game. All right, going back, ground two, hands inside the outside handles. I'll get the product placement, for my ultimate sandbag people. All right. One more. All right, remember, hands are in the same place, still gripping that bag. Now I'm going to do the reverse lunge, rotational lunge right here. Throw it over the shoulder. I'm going to switch legs. I think I said I was going to go right leg last time first, so I'm going to go right leg. Restart. I won't count that one. Come on, baby. Yep. Ooh, yeah, core is on fire also right now. Legs are on fire, but core is on fire. All right, I'm gonna hold the bag like this one more time for the single leg hinge to row, right? Whew. Interesting. Probably not as much upper back. It's definitely engaged, definitely active, but I like the handles of the other one, the heavier one for a single leg hinge. Now, of course, it's heavier too, so that may be playing a factor. Ah, okay. One more. But I think, it's bending a little bit. My grip strength is challenging it. Whew, I'm on it. Now, obviously, hold on, let me finish this for myself. Come on. You guys watch me dance. Watch me dance. Okay, it's not a good rep. It's challenging, more challenging with these handles. Getting these hands in the outside handles. Come on, baby. Is that? Whew. I was about to say, for the modification, if you're having trouble staying and keeping your balance like me, staggered stance. Let me move here just a hair, right? Or sprinter stance, we call it sometimes. Right? That's a good way to progress the single leg. I would recommend that, especially. This is not this red bag, but if you're doing heavier weights, especially a heavier sandbag or dumbbells, the sprinter stance is optimal for that. This stance. Let me move these for a second. So this stance, right? In my opinion, that's an optimal for really doing a heavy weight, right? I think you've seen it. I'm sure we've done that for a kettlebell circuit before. Here's a kettlebell right here. Right, so this is the one I use. I do stagger on the side. The foot is back. I pretend there's the weight connecting, right? So that's like my barbell. About an inch in front of the shin. Show you from the front side. Right? So, if you're doing heavy weights, I would always gravitate towards the stagger, the sprinter stance, right? Now, I'm working a little dynamic balance too, along with my row with the sandbag, so I'm challenging myself with a single leg balance or a single leg hinge. So, but if I was doing any heavier weight, I'd probably go with the sprinter stance. Whew, one more round, okay? Yeah, I'm pretty sure 20 and probably 35 are my weights right now. Maybe, yeah, that sounds about, I think that's what we have, 20 and a 35. You know, and that sandbag, and these are a little bit, you could probably put a little bit more weight in both, but, you know, the aspect, kind of for the sandbag, one of the benefits is that somewhat the unstable weight, so the little bit of movement that you have, it definitely adds to the instability that requires the body to move more stable, right? So improve stability. All right, squat and press out. This really engages the core. Whenever you move your arms away from your center of mass, the core's got to engage. So if you're really trying to protect your lower back, when you do a squat, you want to add a little resistance, having to press out. It's definitely really gonna engage that. Kind of like a goblet squat too. So if you mean a goblet squat, you typically don't push it away, but holding the weight close to your mass, in the front, especially the front, the anterior side of your body, that'll really turn on that core. All right. One right foot. Boom. Whoa! Come on, get in there. One more on the side. Yeah. All right. One more. Let me just show you one from side view. I don't think I did a side view for that lunge. Okay. Trying to keep, not a great example. So the weight away from my body, that's the challenge. Once again, requires a lot of core activation when your arms are away from your center of mass. All right, one more time with the hinge row. Going back to this bag. I like this bag better. Remember, I pull those handles out. Woo! All right. Oh, I'm forgetting the row. What am I wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Two more. Come on now. Two more. Ooh, that foot is working down there. I don't know if it looks like it on that video, guys, but my toe, my foot, my ankle, trying to grab the floor. I know it's a weird concept, but think about that. Think about your foot and your toe trying to grip the floor. The single leg hinge is hard enough, or more challenging. So you probably, I'm a combo in both. Right? It's another dynamic balance drill, really. One more. Go and get it. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the live workout today. Sandbag, great piece of equipment, in my opinion. Got one at home. Like I said, I have this one, and I have it probably a little bit heavier. But it's great for doing, especially core. I mean, core is, I know it's a broad term, and I've told you that about. But I mean, when it comes to engaging the trunk, it moves like a lunge or a hinge or a squat. You know, I mean, the dead bug, I don't think I did any today, but that's kind of my go-to core exercise. I mean, the Sandbag's great. So if you guys like this little workout, let us know. You can leave a comment on the YouTube video that I'm going to put up shortly, because if you didn't follow along today on Instagram, you guys can go to our YouTube channel, the Tampa Strength YouTube channel. All the live workouts are up there. You can always leave a comment, think about if you got an idea for the next live workout, and I will see you next week.